Hi there, myself Madhav Jha. I welcome you to CodeChef and let's have a look at this question.
The problem is MARKALL. The problem difficulty is easy and there are no prerequisites. Let's have a read at the problem. You have n numbers from 1 till n and initially all of them are unmarked and you want to mark all of them by the end. Now there are n possible operations numbered through 1 to n and the ith operation will cost us AI coins. We can use it in exactly one of the following ways. The first is the prefix type. That is, if we perform the ith operation, we are going to mark all the numbers in the range 1 till I. This is including the index 1 and I. The second is a suffix type operation. In this, we are going to mark all the numbers in the range I till n, and this is also including the index I and n. Now for each ith operation with a cost of AI coin, we can either perform the first prefix or the second suffix type operation. Now each of these operation can be used at most once and we need to find the minimum cost in terms of coin to mark all the numbers 1 till n. Let's see the input format. The first line of the test case will contain a single integer t, and for each test case, we will have two lines. The first line will contain the integer n, that is, the upper bound of the numbers that we need to mark, and the second line will contain n spaced integers. These will be a1, a2 till an, that is, the number of coins required to perform the ith operation. As for the output, we simply have to output a single integer in a new line that will be the minimum cost to mark all the numbers ranging from 1 to n. As for the constraints, the number of test cases will go from 1 to 10 raised to 4. Value of n will go from 2 to 2 into 10 raised to 5. And the value of cost or the amount of coins required for a ith operation will go from 1 to 10 raised to 9. Let's see some sample inputs. So for the first sample input, we have n given to us as 2. It means we have two numbers 1 and 2 to be marked. As for the array A, we have the elements 2 and 1. The first operation will cost us 2 coins and the second operation will cost us a single coin. So let's say we choose to perform the second operation. This will cost us 1 coin, and what we can do is we can either do the prefix type operation, that is, we can mark all the elements from 0 till this index. So if I have to put index, this is first and this is the second index. So I can mark all the elements from 1 to 2 in the prefix, and in the suffix I can only mark the second index. So obviously the prefix type operation seems to be much more feasible here. So what we can do is we can choose the first prefix type operation and mark all the elements starting from 1 to the index 2, and with this all the numbers in the range 1 to n are marked and our cost is just 1. Similarly, for the second operation, we have three elements and the array A given to us is 3, 1 and 4. Again, here we can choose to perform the first operation and we can do the suffix type operation here. So with 3 coins, what we can do is we can mark all the elements from the range of our I, that is 1 till n. And with this, all the elements will be marked at the minimum cost of 3. Let's see how we can approach the solution. So one of the approach that we can see from the sample inputs is that we can either pick the first element or we can pick the last element. If we pick the first element, what we can do is we can perform the first prefix type operation and mark, sorry, if we choose the first one, we can perform the second, that is the suffix type operation, and mark all the elements to the right from 1 till n. If we end up choosing the last operation, so with en coins, what we can do is we can perform the first operation, the prefix type, and mark all the elements from 1 to n. So apart from this, let's see what other operations can we do. So if we pick any two elements that are not the start and end elements, what we can do is, let's say we pick I and j, and in this case, I is less than j index wise. So if we pick these two index and choose to perform the operation at their cost, what we can do is, for the ith index, we can perform the suffix operation that will mark all the elements to the right, and for jth, we can perform the prefix operation, thus marking all the elements from 1 till j. In this manner, we can cover or mark all the elements. So with this, what we have is, we have three costs. First is that we choose the first element. The second is that we choose the last element. And third is that we choose two elements in between that are not either the first or the last. And since we want to pick the minimum, we'll choose the two elements that are as minimum as possible. So among this, whichever has the minimum cost will be our answer, whether we pick the ends, be it start or end, or we pick two numbers such that we can perform this kind of operation. Out of any of these three, we'll be able to mark all the elements ranging from 1 to n. Just have to check which one gives us the minimum, and whichever gives us the minimum will be our solution. Let's see how we can implement the solution in C++. So for each test case, we call the function solve. In solve, we take the input of n, then our array. This array will tell us the cost of ith operation. Now, as we have seen in the approach, we have the first element cost, the last element cost. Then we need to find which are the two smallest ones in between that we can choose and perform the operation. That will become the temporary result. Out of these three, whichever is the minimum will become our result. We print it, and as we can see, I've got an AC in my C++ implementation. Let's see how we can implement this in Python. Again, for each test case, we call the function solve, take the input of n and our array. Then we get the first and last element. Once we have this, we sort our array to get two smallest integers or two smallest cost in our array A, so that we can perform one with the prefix and another with the suffix and cover all the elements and mark them. Out of these three operations, whichever has the minimum cost, we will pick that and print that cost. And as you can see, I've got an AC in my Python implementation as well. So I hope you understood the problem, the approach, and how you can implement the solution in both C++ and Python. Have a very good day, and I'll see you in the next video.